The New Orleans Pelicans have been in one of the weirdest situations I've ever seen. But when I say this, I mean in a good way. And all of this is because what we've seen with Zion Williamson. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I have never seen a player with this much hype and potential as Zion coming off 2 seasons of doing nothing. But it's all for a good reason, and I've never seen a guy this young rack up so many serious injuries in this amount of time. What's up everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about the New Orleans Pelicans and why they will surprise and scare the whole NBA. I'm super excited to get back on the grind, and I really want to grow an NBA fan base on this channel, and I would encourage all you guys to put your thoughts on my videos in the comments below. Even if you don't agree with everything I say, I would love for you guys to debate, and I will even respond. So if you do enjoy this video, I would really appreciate your support. It only takes 5 seconds to like and subscribe to help my channel grow and get pushed out to more people, plus you can always change your mind. So even with all the injuries, when Zion has been on the court, he's been putting up once in a generation type of numbers, but everyone has forgotten, and he is going severely under the radar. When Zion first got drafted, I expected him to get LeBron type of media coverage, where the cameras are always on him, but it's actually been the opposite. Everything that Zion has done has been so under the radar that so many people don't even remember what he can do. After some sneaky moves at the trade deadline last year, the Pelicans are ready to make some noise in 2023, and I'm here to tell you that the hype is real. The NBA is in store to get a completely new look Zion Williamson, and not just on the physical side of things, but I mean on the court. In case any of you missed it, Zion Williamson recently signed a huge 5-year, $193 million rookie extension with New Orleans. This deal could be worth up to $231 million, so the Pelicans took a huge risk in doing this, but they had no choice. Even with what's happened in the past, small market teams don't often get the chance to keep generational talents around, so if this deal wasn't made, Zion could have potentially ended up somewhere else very soon. As you would expect, this move did cause a lot of controversy, with half of people saying Zion's a bust, and the other half were saying he doesn't deserve a contract like this, and that he was overpaid. I am definitely not saying his injury shouldn't have been a factor in this situation, but just look at how the dude played when he was on the court, straight video game numbers. In case you didn't know, Zion has the second most points in NBA history by any player in the first 85 games of their career, only behind Michael Jordan. One thing that people keep forgetting about this contract is that Zion will have mandatory weigh-ins where they measure his weight and body fat in order for him to get all his money. As funny as this sounds, I think it was a very smart move by the Pelicans. We all know throughout the last year, Zion has struggled with weight being off the court. He was even starting to get made fun of. But as soon as this deal was made, he quickly turned things around, and now he is starting to look like the Incredible Hulk again. I do wonder if Zion found this deal a bit disrespectful, but again, he signed it, and I think it will be better for him in the long run. I never was too worried about his health anyways, because in basketball, literally all you do is run, so to maintain that kind of weight, you would probably have to eat upwards of 5,000 calories every day. Zion also averaged a weight of around 285 pounds in his time being an active player, so he was only 15 pounds over during his injury, so we were definitely overreacting. Over the last month of the offseason, Zion and the Pelicans have showed some flashes of what they've been working on, and it's safe to say that fans are more than excited. Zion posted himself doing crazy dunks like he's back in his high school days, and also a picture of how ripped he's gotten. But anyways, even with all the controversy around Zion Williamson this offseason, the Pelicans have revamped their roster, and they really are a complete team heading into 2023. They already snuck into the playoffs last year and had players like Jose Alvarado become the fan favorite, but Zion is going to retake that title this year, and he literally can do so much for this team that he's underappreciated. He was putting up superstar numbers his rookie season, while playing almost every position including point guard, and when the ball was in his hands, the offense looked 10 times better. Not that Zion will be playing anywhere near the guard position this year, but he definitely showed the front office that he can do anything to help them win, and I think that's also another part of him getting this huge deal. After adding CJ McCollum last offseason and drafting Dyson Daniels, the Pelicans are absolutely loaded with potential, and even last year, their 36-win record didn't show anything about what they really were and can be. As soon as CJ came in, the team took off, And now with a starting lineup including Ingram, Zion, and also Valanciunas, who is coming off the best season of his career, I fully expect this team to be around the 45 win mark at the least. But I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Only time will tell what's going to happen with this group, but all I can say is that it's going to be super entertaining. One other thing this team now has, of course, is depth. They don't actually have a ton of bench depth, but when you have that much scoring in the starting lineup, players like Ingram and CJ are going to have a night where they can relax and Zion will do all the scoring, and of course vice versa. If Zion has been working on his weak areas like his mid-range, then oh boy, this is going to be scary, and with the new three-headed monster of CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, and Zion, the potential for this team is through the roof. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen this year with the Pelicans. Will Zion take the scoring load, or will it be balanced? And what do you think the ceiling is for this team in 2023? And I'm even going to go as far as saying 50 wins. We do have to remember, like I've been saying this whole entire video, that Zion is coming off some serious injuries and health problems. So it might be a while for him to fit back into the system, but he is just so good that I don't think it will be much of a problem. So now moving towards the end of this video, I want to talk more about other players than Zion and the starting lineup. In the 2022 draft, New Orleans selected EJ Liddell, and as an Ohio State fan, I was so sad to see him go down with that ACL tear. He really had some potential. His size was obviously going to be a limitation for him in the league, but he had great touch around the rim for being a big man, and he's also super athletic and can perform crazy dunks and chase down blocks. Hopefully he can recover quick, but he would have been a great addition for the bottom of this Pelicans rotation. Another guy that I was talking about earlier that broke out last season was Jose Alvarado. He doesn't really score or do too much stats wise, but he is an energy guy and can get the crowd going coming off the bench. Obviously, as most of you guys that watch the playoffs know, last year he became famous for camping out on the sidelines or behind a ref and then coming out of nowhere to get a steal from behind. It was pretty ridiculous, but he would do it almost every game. One last player that I surprisingly haven't even talked about at all yet in this video is Herb Jones. The Pelicans stole him at pick 35 in the 2021 draft, and right away he showed how good of a defender he is and also can become. Very rarely does a player coming right out of the draft make a difference on defense, but for him he was actually changing the way the whole team played defense, which is just incredible for a rookie. But we also do have to remember that he has some experience and is 23 years old, but he already is just such an impactful player. I think the NBA needs to come out with a new award called Biggest Steal of the Draft, because Jones definitely would have won that. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video. Let me know again in the comments below if you enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. I would really appreciate that. I am so excited to see what's in store for the Pelicans this season, and the sky is really the limit. Zion Williamson has already scared the NBA, and this new look team is going to be so fun to watch. Thank you all for watching. Comment below what you thought about this video, and also what you want to see next. And until next time, I'll see you all later.